Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Emma Stein with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. Highland Park hasn't had a high school in 7 years. The last one closed in 2015 due to financial problems and dwindling student enrollment. There are 2 old high school campuses. Both are now faded, empty, and overgrown with weeds. One was devastated by a fire. School leaders are now hoping to change the narrative and rally the community to open a new one. There are currently 2 K-8 schools in the area, but once they graduate, students are uprooted and sent to schools scattered across Metro Detroit without much choice. Parents of Highland Park teens say their kids deserve an education in their hometown.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press. Ford CEO Jim Farley has been spending the last few months starting his Saturday mornings at the Pope Francis Center serving coffee to the homeless, and then going on to Ford World headquarters in Dearborn, where he was secretly taping a new podcast called Drive, airing on Spotify. His guests range from Jimmy Kimmel, the late-night talk show host, to quarterback Tom Brady. Farley said he only agreed to do this project if he could talk about things unrelated to work. He talked to Brady about what it's like to raise a family in the spotlight and childhood memories and favorite cars. This is a series that involves laughter and embarrassing questions and answers. It's not about business. Go to freep.com to learn more about this new project, Drive, on Spotify.
Garlic mustard is popping up everywhere from roadsides to backyards to forests. And although it might make a tasty pesto, it's an invasive species in Michigan. Volunteers trek out every spring to yank out the plants by hand in what they say is a grueling but necessary task. One expert said, quote, "The plant can prevent saplings from regenerating and other native species from growing in those areas. Anytime you have one species dominating, which invasives are really good at doing, you lose biodiversity, and then you lose habitat for anything else up the food chain. Now, there's a new, unexpected weapon in the fight against it: tiny bugs called garlic mustard aphids."
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. For Roger Clemens, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, he had one of his greatest accomplishments happen in the city of Detroit. Back in 1996, Clemens took the mound at Old Tiger Stadium and struck out 20 batters. It was one of his last great moments as a member of the Boston Red Sox. On Tuesday night, Clemens returned to Detroit for another important moment in his life: the Major League debut of his youngest son, Kody Clemens, who started at second base in the second game of a doubleheader against the Minnesota Twins. Clemens has been to Detroit plenty of times, but this time, his trip was something a bit more special. I had a 20 strikeout game. Great memories here in Detroit. And now to see Kody in the uniform, it's pretty special. He's pumped, and I'm just looking forward to it, Clemens told reporters before the second game of the doubleheader. In his first Major League at-bat, Kody Clemens flied out to left. In his second at-bat, Clemens reached base thanks to a 4-pitch walk.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. I'll see you tomorrow.